You know why you are here. We know why you are here. So let us tell you a little nursery rhyme. One flew east, one flew west, and one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
You hear it, Farmer? The back machine. They got it going 18 stories down below the ground. They're putting people in one end and out comes what they want. The way they do it, Papa, each night they tip the world on its side and everybody loose goes rattling to the bottom. Then they hook him by the heels, they hang him up and cut them open. Only by the time they got no ends, just some beat up gears and stuff, and all they bleed is rust. You think I'm raving because it sounds too awful to be true, but my God, there's such a lot of things that's true, even if they never really happen.
Well, here's the chief, the super chief, all deaf and dumb. Had his breakfast and raring to go. Don't you know better, chief? Don't you keep to your room till the bell ring? Look at him shagging. Big enough to eat apples on my head, and he's still scared like a baby.
What do you want, baby? Your broom? That's it. He wants his broom.
That's it, baby. That's a good loony.
Start sweeping, baby. Start.
All broom Robin.
Oh, gee, broom.
If you don't mind, boys, I don't think it's wise to group up and stand around like that. Mean old Monday morning, you know? Such a lot to get done.
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
That's fine, boys. Warren, you might start by getting poor Mr. Bromd in shape. And Williams, you have dormitory duty, don't you?
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
That's just fine.
Sorry, I'm late. I went to the night mass, and then I overslept, and then
Never mind.
But
Let's get started, shall we? Medication. All patients to the day room. Medication. Good morning, Mr. Hardy.
Are you sure? Dear Lord, for the tranquility we are about to receive, we thank Thee.
Billy, dear. I spoke to your mother last night. I had to tell her
What did you say?
that you were sorry and had promised not to try it again.
Thank you, Miss Ratchet.
Drink it all, dear. Good morning, Mr. Scanlon. Mr. Chesley?
Wait a shake, honey. What are these?
medication.
Christ, I can see that. What kind?
Just take them, Mr. Chadwick. Just for me.
Don't give me the crap. All I want to know, for the love of
It's
God.
all right, Charles.
What you mean it's alright?
You don't have to take them.
That's what I mean. You just show any old shit at a man. I don't? That's okay then.
Good morning, Mr. Martini.
Morning. Hi, George.
like this, huh? Can't say I like that look in your eye. Yeah, nothing better for you now.
Look out there!
Do you need any help?
Your deal, Martini.
Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, cut it out. What's the matter? There's nobody there. Are you sure? There's only 4 of us. Okay.
Oh, Martini, will you for God's sake stop hallucinating? Just give me the cards.
What's funny?
That's it, Billy. Write it down.
Well, we're supposed to. Sure, get a gold star by your name. Hey, you write down everything I say. And I'm gonna write down some things you did.
Oh, shut up, you two.
Damn them all!
This place is a madhouse. Fellow psychopaths. As president of the Patients' Council, I, Dale Harding, do hereby decree 10 seconds of blessed therapeutic silence.
Buddy, you are so wrong. I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that. And get the hell away from me or I'll take it. Morning, buddies. It's a mighty nice fall day, huh? Damn. What a sorry looking bunch.
Oh, see here, mister.
Get away from me, boy. Give me a minute to look my new home over, will ya? I mean, what the hell? I've never been in an institute of psychology before. Hey, buddies, my name is McMurphy, R.P. McMurphy, and I'm a gambling fool. What are you guys playing? Pinochle? Jesus, ain't you got a straight deck around here? Okay, well, say it. Here we go. Brought along my own, just in case.
Mister, we got rules. I gotta take a temperature and gotta get showered.
Buddies, all you gotta do is get me acquainted with my new buddies here. And if you do one thing more,
Alright, fella, you're asking for it. You gonna get it.
now that's a whole deal better. Now, who's the Bull Goose Looney? I'm asking, who's the Bull Goose Looney?
Well, it's not me, mister. I'm not the Bull Goose Looney. Although you could say I'm next in the line for the job.
Well, buddy, I'm truly glad you're next in the line for the job. But since I'm thinking of taking over this whole shebang, maybe you better take me to a leader.
Mr. Harding, you're president of the Patients' Council.
Does this gentleman have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. Murphy? Mr. Harding is a busy man.
This busy man Harding? Is he the Bull Goose Looney?
That's right.
Well, you tell Bull Goose Looney Harding that R.P. McMurphy here is waiting to see him. And this nut house ain't big enough for the two of us. You tell him either he meets me man-to-man or he's a Yaler skunk and better be out of town by sunset.
Hey, Billy, you tell this young upstart McMurphy that I'll meet him in the main hall at high noon and we'll settle this affair once and for all.
Billy, you tell him that R.P. McMurphy here is used to being the top man in every situation. So if he's bound to be a loony, he figures to be the stomp-down, dad-jump biggest one of all. Oh my God.
this side of the room, we're the acutes.
What's acute about you?
No, that means we are presumably curable. Over there, the chronics, a walker and a vegetable.
Oh, and they incurable? Well, what the hell? Hey, buddy. R.P. McMurphy, how do you do? Randall P. McMurphy. How are you, buddy?
Got any cigarettes?
Nothing but. Get it? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Careful!
What are you making?
A bomb to blow up the whole stinking world.
Oh boy, you got competition. Hey, buddy. My name is R.P. McMurphy, and I don't like to see a grown man like you sloshing around in his own water now. Why don't you go get dried up?
Pull the nades out.
Oh, sure.
Damn them all!
Oh boy! What do we got here?
That's Chief Bromden.
What's your story, Big Chief?
He can't hear you. He's deaf and dumb.
Well, what they got him strapped down for? I don't like that. No, sir. Just ain't dignified, you know? What tribe is he?
I don't know. He was here when I came.
According to the doctor, he's a Columbia River Indian. One of those who lived up on the waterfalls. But I believe the tribe is now defunct.
That's right, Chief. You defunct?
He can't hear a word you say.
Mr. McMurphy,
Ma'am.
I'll take that. Ed Williams tells me you're being difficult.
Me?
I understand you refuse to take your admission shower.
Oh, well, as to that, ma'am, they showered me at the courthouse and last night at the jail. And I swear they would have washed my ears for me on the way over if they could have found the facilities.
That's quite amusing, Mr. McMurphy. But you must realize that our policies are engineered for your cure, which means cooperation.
Well, ma'am, I'll cooperate from hell to Thursday, but you wouldn't want me to be unpolite. I mean, I have to get acquainted with my new buddy.
Please understand, I do appreciate the way you've taken it upon yourself to orient with other patients, but everything in its own time. You must follow the rules.
You know, ma'am, that is the exact thing somebody always tells me about the rules, just when I'm thinking of breaking every one of them.
Now they gotta fix every little clothes. They got wires running to each man and units planted in our heads. There's magnets on the floor so we can't walk away from what they want. We got stone brains, cast iron guts, and copper when they took away our nerves. We got cogwheels in our bellies and a welded grill. And every time they throw a switch, it turns us on or off. They got a network clear across the land. Factories like this are fixing up mistakes they made outside. The combined power. Big. 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 Oh yes, there is true such a thing. They got me way back the way they got to you.
Come on, suckers, you hit or you sit. Hey. Didn't you say? Well. And when you king up, the boy wants a hit, but what do you know? Coming at you, Mr. Scanlon. Ooh-wee! Never heard such a driving rocket in my life.
Yes?
Would you mind switching off that goddamn noise?
Yes, Mr. McMurphy.
Yes, what?
Yes, I would mind. Music is considered therapeutic.
What in the hell is therapeutic about Lawrence Welk?
Please don't lean on the glass. It makes finger marks.
Of course, man.
against gambling.
Just paying for some cigarettes. God.
Are you sure those cigarettes don't represent something else?
Yeah, I have a lot of smoke. Hey, you know your girls ought to laugh it up a little. Right.
Don't forget, Mr. McMurphy, no gambling for money.
Say, is that a two-way system?
No, she's a human radio.
It is, huh? Well, I just may have to pull her plug. Alright, Professor, there you sit with the news showing, and here's a pack of marbles. Sit you back down.
Group meeting. Time for group meeting.
What's going on?
Group therapy. Every day this time. Mr. McMurphy, would you like to join us? Now then, would anyone like to begin?
I guess I ought to talk about this. It was on account of my mother. Every time she comes to visit, it leaves me feeling just awful.
Your mother loves you, Billy.
Billy darling, Billy baby. I know. That's the trouble. But I'm such a disappointment to her. But she won't admit it. She won't see me like I am. I say to her, Mama, I'm not right in the head. I can't even talk straight. But she goes right on. And pretty soon I want to kill myself for it. So I try.
Is it possible that you may be trying to punish her?
Sure. It's possible. Miss Ratchet, couldn't we please talk about somebody else today?
You really have to face it, Billy. Very well. At the close of Friday's meeting, we were talking about Mr. Harding's relations with his wife. Does anyone care to touch upon this further?
Touch upon what?
The subject. To continue, according to notes entered by various patients in the logbook, Mr. Harding... Good afternoon, Doctor.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we were just talking about Mr. Harding's relations with his wife.
His wife? Oh. I see her.
Where? God, what I wouldn't give for this man's eyes.
McMurphy Randall Patrick, committed by the state for diagnosis and possible treatment. 35 years old, never married, a history of drunkenness, assault and battery, disturbing the peace, repeated gambling, one arrest for rape.
Statutory.
Are you admission, Doctor?
Oh, it seems you have no previous history. Any time spent in other institutions?
Well, sir, including state and county coolers and...
Mental institutions?
No. This is my first trip, but I am crazy, Doc, I swear it. Here, let me show you. That other Doc at the work farm, you should... Alright. Yeah, here it is. Repeated outbreaks of passion, which may suggest the possible diagnosis of psychopath.
No, Mr. McMurphy.
Well, that bit about fighting I can understand, but whoever heard of a man getting too much coocoo?
But I am interested in this statement. Don't overlook the possibility that this man might be feigning psychosis to escape the drudgery of the work farm. Well, Mr. McMurphy, what about that?
I look like a sane man?
Perhaps, Doctor, you should advise Mr. McMurphy on the protocol of these meetings.
Yes. One of the first rules is that the patients remain seated.
Why, sure, Doc.
You see, we operate on the principles of the therapeutic community.
The which?
Therapeutic community. It means that this ward is society in miniature. And since society decides who is sane and who isn't, you must measure up. Our goal here is to set up a completely democratic ward, governed by the patients, working to restore you to the outside. If you hear in the logbook for all to see, do you know what this procedure is called?
Squealing?
Group therapy. Help yourself and your friends probe the secrets of the subconscious. Bring those old guilts out into the open.
What guilt?
You have them, or you wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah, I think I'm beginning to catch on, Doc.
Excellent.
Yeah, like this dream I had the other night, could you maybe tell me what it means? You see, it was like me in the dream, but then again, it wasn't me. I mean, more like somebody who looked like me, like my daddy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's who it was. It was my daddy for sure, because when I saw me, I mean him, he had this big iron bolt through his jawbone.
Your father had an iron bolt through his jawbone?
A regular Frankenstein.
How fascinating. I don't think I've ever heard of a similar.
Doctor, Mr. McMurphy might learn best by example. According to notes entered by various patients in the logbook, Mr. Harding has stated that he was uneasy when walking with his wife on the street because of the manner in which other men stared at her. He has further said,
She damn well gives him reason to stare.
I'll bet he's afraid of her.
Not afraid.
Okay, scared.
It might be fair to say, though, intimidated.
Same thing. I bet he's got a mother fixation.
I'll bet he was never weaned.
That's not so. I wanted someone who might not compete, but
she has
might...
commented, Dale, that she finds you less than masculine.
Yeah, I like the way you use your hands. How about it, Harding?
You chose a woman who was quite obviously your inferior. Don't you find significance in that?
Alright, knock it off.
Mr. McMurphy,
You the guy.
sit down. Doctor, I suggest we close the meeting.
Okay.
Close it until discipline has improved.
Say, buddy. Is this the way these little meetings usually go? Bunch of chickens at a pecking party?
A begging party? I haven't the faintest notion what you're talking about.
I'll just explain it. You see, when the flock gets sight of a speck of blood on some chicken, they all go pecking at it. See?
A begging party. That certainly is a pleasant analogy, my friend.
That's exactly what that meeting reminded me of.
And that makes me the chicken in the spot of blood, eh, friend?
That's right, my friend. And you want to know who pecks the first pick? Who? It's that old nurse, that's who.
So it's as simple as that, as stupidly simple as that. You're on about 6 hours and have already simplified the work of Freud, Jung, and Maxwell Jones and summed it up in one analogy. It's a pecking party.
Oh no, my friend. I'm not talking about Fred Younger and Moses Jones, buddy. I'm talking about that crummy beating and what that old nurse did to you.
Did to me?
In space.
Why? This is incredible. You completely disregard the fact that everything she did was for my benefit.
Of course.
Disappointed in you, my friend. I had judged you were more intelligent, but it's evident I made a mistake.
Hell with you, buddy.
Oh yes, and I also noticed your primitive brutality.
Are you telling me that this crap that went on today did some kind of good?
Why else would we subject ourselves to it then? Miss Ratchet is a very strict lady, but she's not some kind of a monster chicken taking her eyes out.
Oh, buddy, she's not picking at your eye. She's aiming right square at the family jewel right now.
Why, Miss Ratchet? You're like a mother.
Don't give me that tender mother crap.
Now you look here, my friend, my psychopathic sidekick. Miss Ratchet is veritable angel of mercy, toiling thanklessly for the good of all, working day after day, 7 days a week. Why, she has no life, no husband, nothing but her work, and everybody knows it. She's dedicated. She gives every bit of herself. So you're wrong, I assure you. Our Miss Ratchet is the kindest, sweetest, the most benevolent woman that I've ever...
You're right. About all of it.
Why don't you do something?
Why? Because the world belongs to the strong, my friend. I'm not a chicken, I'm a rabbit. All of us here are rabbits. Hey, Billy, hop out for Mr. McMurphy here. Cheswick, show him how furry you are. You're bashful, isn't that sweet?
Shut your mouth.
Alright, friend. Tell us what you do.
Raise Jack, tell her go to hell.
Try it, buddy. That will ship you right on up to the district.
Or down to the shop.
The witch?
The electroshock therapy, my best features of the sleeping pill, the electric jet, and the torture rack.
What about that little doctor?
Oh, she requires his approval, but that's just a formality. He's got 200 treatments, a bleeding ulcer, and no desire to make waves. What's the trouble, friend? Losing a revolutionary spirit?
What about this democratic ward stuff? Why'd you take a vote?
What will we vote?
That the big nurse can't ask us any more questions?
Can't look at us in a certain way.
Can't send us to the shop. All right, friend. Tell us what should we vote?
Hell, anything! Don't you see you gotta do something to show you still got guts? You're telling me the chief is scared, but look at you guys. Never seen a scarier looking bunch in my life.
I'm not.
You're telling me that she can't do nothing unless she gets your note? Unless she cracks you up in some way, I mean, like busting her on the nose or cussing her out?
You'd be safe as long as you kept a temper.
Okay, alright. You birds think you got the champ there, huh? Well, how'd you like to put some money on it?
On what?
That I can get the best of it.
You propose to make a wager on that?
Well, I am wagering that I can bug her so she comes apart at them neat little scenes. And to show you guys she ain't unbeatable. 1 week, boys. And if I ain't got her by then, money's yours.
Oh boy.
Alright, come on, buddies. You hear what you said. Get your money down. Come on.
I got $5.
5 for the roadrunner?
Gentlemen, it's time for occupational therapy. Now, Mr. McMurphy, what was that activity?
Oh, we were just playing a little game.
Are you sure it's not some form of gambling?
Heavens, no, ma'am. Gambling? Hell, this is a short thing, man.
You see that, Papa? They got that place an automatic pilot for the night. It's in the night they do the things to us they want. Things too horrible for day. And if the night ain't long enough, they slow it down. Oh yes, Papa, that's a fact. They got free time they can speed up or slow down. I seen 3 months go by once in an hour. I seen 3 days go by like this.
There you are, babies. Don't want to lose you. You alright, Chief? Chief? Black guy. Holy Christ! All 10,000 pieces of gum? What? This is where you smashed it, Chief. What? Wait a minute. You can do better than that. Juicy fruit? Okay. Put a nice fresh taste in your mouth. Telling you it's good. Somebody's coming.
And I called you sweetheart. Call you sweetheart.
when I hollered, you sure did jump. I thought somebody told me you were deaf. Oh, your parents don't like me. They say I'm poor. They say I'm not worth hard living smile. How are things on the outside?
You can run around here in a towel?
Towels against war policy too? Well, I just may have to.
Stop! Don't you dare! You get back in there and put your clothes on this instant!
I can't do that, ma'am. I'm afraid some thief in the night boosted my clothes.
Boosted? That outfit was supposed to be picked up, to be laundered. Williams?
Mr. One got on the duty.
Ward, come here. Couldn't you see this man had nothing on but his towel?
And my cap.
Well,
He just got up too early, Miss Ratchet.
got up too early. You will get his clothing this instant, Mr. Warren, or you'll spend the next 2 weeks on geriatrics, cleaning bedpans. And you, get rid of the towel at once.
Certainly, ma'am. Ain't they some shit? It was a present from a co-ed at Oregon State. She said I was some kind of symbol.
Very well, Mr. McMurphy. If you've finished showing off your manly physique, I think you'd better go get dressed.
You like it?
Haven't you anything better to do than stand around and gape? I want this room spotless. Gentlemen, think you better get dressed?
I remember one Christmas, Barbara, here at the hospital. It was right at midnight and there's a big whip and the door blows open. Whoosh! Here comes a fat man all dressed in red with a big white beard and mustache. Ho, 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 he says. I'd like to stay for you. I must be hurrying along. Very tight schedule now. But the aides jumped and pinned him down with their flashlights, gave him a tranquilizer, and sent him right on up to disturb. They kept him 6 years, Papa, and when they let him go, he was clean shaved and skinny as a bone.
Now, boys, before we open the meeting, I thought we might have a little discussion. Informal, you know, on the subject of patient McMurphy.
Hey, first McMurphy.
I suggested this would be a good time for an interview with Dr. Speedy. We're not going to make any decisions, you understand? I just don't think he should be allowed to go and upsetting the other patients.
I ain't upset.
Neither am I.
You may not realize you are, however, Mr. McMurphy.
Right, Doc? What do you think?
It's a charming notion.
A real blast.
Doctor, we're in the middle of a meeting.
I'm sorry, go right ahead.
Yes. We were just considering the matter of morale.
Why? That's exactly what we were talking about. And then I made the suggestion Or was it you?
Hell no, it was your idea.
Yes, and I suggested, what would you think if we were to have a carnival?
A carnival?
Right here, on the ward. There could be games, booths, decorations. It would be fun. What do you think, men? What do you think, Miss Ratchet?
I agree it might have therapeutic possibilities. But of course, it must be discussed in staff before a decision can be reached. Wasn't that your intention, Doctor?
I was just thinking of feeling out some of the patients. But a staff meeting? Certainly.
Also, Doctor, I recommend that Mr. McMurphy's request for a visitor, as he puts it, a twitch named Candy Star, be denied until he becomes more familiar with the rules in this ward.
Well, Mr. McMurphy showed me his request in my office. And I figured, since he's been here a week already, I signed it.
I see. Very well. Let's talk about Billy and his speech problem. Can you recall, Billy, when you first had speech difficulties? When did you begin to stutter?
The very first word I said, I stuttered. Mama? And when I proposed to a girl, I flubbed it. I said, honey, will you marry me? Till she burst out laughing.
Your mother has spoken to me about this girl, Billy. Apparently she was quite a bit beneath you. Was it that which frightened you?
No.
Then what was the matter?
I was in love with her.
Let me quote from your mother, Billy. She was a designing little wench who only wanted to marry my Billy.
No! She was a
Say, Doc, I got something to take up.
If you wish to speak, you must first be recognized.
You mean you don't know me?
I know you, but I don't recognize you.
Well, you got a hell of a problem. Would you like to discuss it?
Doctor, I wonder if we should have discussed Mr. McMurphy?
In what respect?
I've observed a definite deterioration of discipline since he arrived. Perhaps another form of therapy.
Say, Doc, I got a little matter. Come on.
I must say, nurse, I agree with patient McMurphy. I find him quite lucid, quite in touch. And despite his past records, he has shown no tendencies towards violence. Thus I conclude that electroshock therapy is not indicated.
Very well. There's nothing further. We should close the meeting.
Doc, I got a little matter.
Doctor, I think you should point out that the purpose of these meetings is therapy, and that these petty grievances...
Petty? You call the World Series petty?
The World Series?
Yes, Doc, it starts on Friday and you got this rule against watching TV only at night. Okay, let's change it to afternoon.
For what? Therapeutic reasons?
Therapeutic is all hell.
Or were you hoping perhaps to make bets on the games?
What do you say, guys? You want to watch the games? Cheswick? Why not? Hanlon?
I don't know, ma'am.
Mr. Scanlon, as I recall, you refused to eat for 3 days until we allowed you to turn on the set at 6 instead of 6:30.
A man needs to see the news, don't he? God, they could just bomb this clear to hell, and it would be a week before we knew.
You saying there's anything therapeutic about the news?
Maybe they won't bomb us this week.
Attaboy. Now, whoever wants to watch the games, all those in favor, raise your hands. I thought you guys could vote on stuff like this, right, Doc? Well, okay. Who wants to watch the games?
3, Mr. McMurphy. Just 3. Not enough to change board policy. Now, if that's settled, may we terminate the meeting?
Yeah, let's terminate the lousy meeting.
Listen, Randall. Some of us have been here a long time. And some of us will be here a long time. After you're gone. After the World Series is over. Don't you see? Don't you realize?
I don't understand. I don't understand. Harding, what's the matter with you? Why, you bunch of gutless wanders? I ought to just leave you to her. Yeah, that's what I ought to do. Bust on out of here and nail the door shut behind.
Yeah, you're talking so big. Just how would you break out?
40 ways. Name one. You think I'm kidding, huh? That thing Billy's sitting on, I ought to just throw it through this.
That dinky my friend, weighs a quarter ton, and it contains all the electrical equipment for the station.
Hell yes, try it, man. You'll blow this whole damn hospital into orbit.
$5. Anyone?
You're on.
$5? Pick her heads, because nobody's gonna convince me I can't do nothing till I try. Come on.
Commandant, take it.
Alright, Scanlon, take the woman and children somewhere safe. It's not good.
Matt, you giving up?
Hell no, just warming up, you know.
No man could have lived that thing.
But I tried, goddammit, I tried!
There, the waterfall. How come I hear it? I hear it and it sounds like in the spring. I see a sunshine. I smell the snow where the wind is blown out of peaks. And the tribe out there above the falls. Listen, the way this yellish tide is spear of fish. How come? What's making it come back?
Oh, does the spearman lose his flavor on the bedpost overnight? Will it be too when you chew it in the morning? Will it be too hard?
Yeah? You got a visitor there. I do?
Please identify the visitor.
She's my goddamn mother. Fellas, this is Candy Star, fellas.
Hiya, boy. How's every little thing? Hey, Pop, what they got you in for?
Rape.
Aw, they got you in for that?
Come here and talk to me, Candy. Come. So tell me, how's Sandra?
Tied up, man. I mean, like, really, she got married.
Got which?
Can you imagine that? Was Sandy married?
Who?
You remember Archie from Beaverton? Always used to show up at parties with some weird things like gopher snake or white rat or some weird things like that. Jesus, a real maniac.
That's okay. I mean, a lot of praise you're outside.
You tell McMurphy.
Mr. McMurphy.
Okay, alright.
You alright, baby? I mean, they treating you alright?
Well, the grub's sensational. And the bed they give a man? Hey, why not you show you?
Why not?
Mr. McMurphy.
Here. No. I think she wants to watch. Come here, baby. I got an idea. You talking about all those parties and all? I bet I could fix it so we could throw one right here.
You kidding?
And maybe you could bring Sandra.
I told you a Sandy got.
Mr. McMurphy, I'm afraid you'll have to ask the visitor to leave.
Hey, I just got here.
Later, baby.
Later, boy.
Nice kid. Comes from a good family.
You're not really going to do it.
Why not?
A party here?
That's the scam.
With Cammy?
Cute trick, huh? How'd you like to get to know her?
Boy!
For pure audacity, that proposition wins the analyst's Oscar.
I plan to fling the greatest brawl that has got ever flung in a loony bins. We? Who the hell said we?
Are we not invited?
No.
Why?
Why? Because I'm fed up with you jerks, that's why. Know what's going on this very minute? The World Series, and you peckerheads kept me from seeing it.
Man, but we tried.
Yeah, sure, you and Scam and all the rest too damn scared to raise their hands.
Sorry, Mac, if the matter wasn't true.
Anything in the rules say you can't vote again?
I don't recall there is.
Well then,
Haven't you gentlemen work to do?
sure, but right now we're having a special meeting of President's Council.
Called by whom?
Mr. Dale Harding, the president.
For what purpose?
I don't know, for the purpose of taking a revote on changing the TV time to afternoon.
I see.
Okay.
Very well. Everyone in favor of changing television time to afternoon, raise your hands.
Batter up, guys. Come on.
For one moment. The rules call for unanimous vote.
Unanimous? You mean you want the chief to vote?
All the patients present on the ward.
Oh, so that's how this democratic poll works. All the crappy things I've ever heard.
You seem upset, Mr. McMurphy. I'll have to make a note of that.
Hold on. Chief, come on out here. Chief, we gotta vote, Chief. It's now or never. We're men and we're monkeys. We make or we break. Chief, get your hands up and vote, Chief. Come on, get your...
Don't be ridiculous. He can't even hear you.
Come on, Chief, get your hands up and vote. Come on,
Okay, let her rip. That's all right. Go.
what are they doing? God.
Come on. Get the ball. Get the ball. Go.
Telling you, play.
Go.
Come on.
You got it. Come on.
Yes, the meeting was closed. You men will not go back to duty. Did you hear me?
Sit down, Elise. Sit down.
Did you hear me?
on a team. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So don't go hallucinating, alright? Hey, you gotta take basketball here. Why not? Oh, don't tell me. Ward policy?
Fine, buddy.
Ah, shucks. Just when I got an alumni game coming up. Hey, honey, mind if I take a look at that?
Stay back! I warn you, stay back!
I swear I ain't gonna hurt you. I just...
Stay back! The game? Please take Mr. Ruffley down. We do have a little difficulties, don't we? But they'll be worked out. After all, we have weeks, months, years if necessary.
Got her on the ropes. She's groggy, man.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, it's stuck on one, that's it.
I wouldn't have believed it.
Shut up, will ya? What you mean by that?
What, Mac?
That year's bit? Well, I guess maybe it's because you're committed. Well, sure I'm committed. Because my sentence only got 5 months to run, so wait. Mac, it's not like a jail sentence. In jail, you got a date ahead when you know you're going to be set free. But here, if you're committed, you mean she can keep me here till she wants to turn me loose? Hey, then I got as much to lose bugging that old buzzard as you do. More, I'm voluntary. You're a witch. I'm not committed. As a matter of fact, there aren't many on the boardwalk. Billy, you must be committed. I mean, and why? Why the hell do you stay here? You grab me bitch about how you can't stand this place, how you can't stand the big nurse in here all the time. You ain't committed. What's the matter with you guys? Don't you have any guts?
Yeah, that's it. We haven't got the guts. I could get out this afternoon if you talk like we stayed in here because what's the use?
Then why didn't you tell me that? What? That you can keep me here till my dying days. Well, it didn't occur to us. Well, that's a lot of crap. Oh, now I know. Now I know why you guys keep coming at me like I'm Jesus Christ. It's because I got everything to lose, and you guys, oh boy, how'd you like that, huh? You bastards conned me. Conned by a bunch of backos. Matt, believe me, to hell with that. To hell with you. I got plenty of ways on my own without getting hooked on yours. So quit bugging me. Ollie up, quit bugging me. Chief? You alright, Chief? Saw you get up and figured maybe you'd come out here to scrape off some of that 1,000-year-old gum. Well, they took away my canteen privileges, so yeah. This is all I got. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's... Hey, try it again. You're a little rusty.
Thank you.
Hey, come on, excuse me, Chief. What I was laughing at, I just got wise to what you've been doing all these years. Biding your time till you could tell them off.
No, I'd be afraid.
Hey, boy, you are crazy, aren't you? Well, I've been on a few reservations in my life, but you're the biggest damn engine I've ever seen.
My papa was bigger.
Oh, that's so.
He was a full chief, and his name was T. A. Milakuna.
That means the pine that stands tallest among the mountains. But my mother got twice his size.
Oh, you must have had a real moose of an old lady.
No, she wasn't big that way. She wasn't Indian either. She was a town woman. Her name was Bromden.
Oh, I think I see where you're getting at. When a town woman marries an Indian who's marrying beneath her, ain't it? And your papa had to take her name?
She said she wouldn't be married to any man with a name like T.A. Melatuna. But it wasn't only her that made him Lil. Everybody worked on him, the way they're working on you.
What happened to him?
They found him in an alley and threw dirt in his eyes. The combine whipped him. It beats everybody.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Oh, they don't bust you outright. They work on you, ways you can't even see. And they install things.
Take it easy.
And if you fight back, they take you someplace, make you stop.
Will it do it?
I've been talking crazy.
Well, yeah.
It don't make sense.
Well, as to that,
Shh. You hear him?
Oh yeah, Canada honkers flying south. It's gonna be a pretty early winter, Chief.
Wire, briar, limber, lock.
Eh?
It's an old children's rhyme. My grandmama taught it to me.
Oh Lord, yes, I remember. You play with your fingers, right? Hold on, Chief.
Oh.
What? No. Wire, briar, limber, lock.
3 geese in a flock.
One flew east,
1 flew west.
and one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
OUT spells out.
Who swoops down and plucks you out. Oh boy.
McMurphy, you gonna crawfish? I mean, you gonna give up?
What's the difference?
Are you?
Hey, remember when I tried to lift that thing? I mean, you could do it.
I'm too little.
How'd you know?
I'm not big enough.
Why don't you give it a try? I mean, that'd be one sure way to find out. Well, when you're ready, yeah, maybe make a book on it. Oh boy, would that be a killing.
McMurphy, make me big again.
Why, hell, Chief, looks to me that you're half a foot grown already. But
how can I be big if you ain't? How can anybody?
Council meeting, patience, council meeting.
Air to ground. Enemy sighted at 3 o'clock.
You know, Martini, there's nobody there.
Don't you see that? Don't you see that?
Now stop it, Martini. There's nobody there. There's nobody there.
I thought I've seen that.
Boys, I've given a great deal of thought to what I'm about to say. I've talked it over with the staff, and we all came to the same conclusion that there should be some form of punishment for the unspeakable behavior of yesterday. I remind you of this, hoping you will understand that it is entirely for your own good that we enforce discipline. Is there any comment? Then I assume you understand me and agree. And so, after carefully considering the circumstances, we have decided to take away certain privileges which allowed, no, encouraged the rebellion to happen. First, there will be no viewing of television for 30 days. Second, the privilege of playing cards during recreation hours is hereby rescinded. Is that all? No, not quite. There is one more matter. The behavior of a patient who has been here almost as long as I. Longer, I believe, than any of you. You know, of course, to whom I refer. diagnosed as catatonic. And for that reason, because it was assumed we could not communicate, we gave him up. We forgot poor Mr. Brompton. That was wrong of us. But Mr. Brompton acted wrongly too. Please don't misunderstand. We are happy to know that Mr. Brompton can be reached, but disappointed to learn that he would conceal it from us. And if Mr. Brompton can hear, isn't it logical to assume that he can also speak? I think Mr. Brompton should speak to us. Don't you? His first contribution to group therapy. And how appropriate if those first words were an apology. An apology for the behavior that made yesterday's rebellion. Mr. McMurphy!
Let me beg you for it, huh?
Back off! Mr. McMurphy, I'm warning you!
Stand up! You tough guy? Huh? Acting up.
That look on Warren's face. That look when you do the old bear hug on him. Come on, Chief, you gotta laugh. Especially when things ain't funny. Laugh. Don't be scared, Chief. I'll go first, because if they can't do anything to me, they can't do nothing to you. What's that?
A conductor.
Annoying is my head. Do I get a crown of thorns? Don't holler, Chief. If you gotta holler, make it a guts ball. Yeah, boy. Fire, briar, nimula. Ease in the flock. One through and one through next one. Clear!
This, gentlemen, is a record of Mr. McMurphy's gains in the short time he has been croupier of his little Monte Carlo here on the ward. How much did you lose? Billy? Mr. Scanlon? I think you all have an idea of what your personal losses were. But do you know what Mr. McMurphy's winnings come to? According to deposits he has made, over $300. I just thought it would be better if there were no delusions about his motives.
He never made any pretense about his motives.
That's right.
Said he was out to take us, and by God, he'd done it.
Meg!
Stand back, you figureheads! Here comes old champ, R.P. McMurphy, the 3001 psychopath. Well, hey, hiya, buddy. Scanlon, just Doctor, how are you, doctor? Miss Ratchet? Woo, Chief!
Mr. McMurphy, we're in the middle of
tearing up today?
Since you found it so enjoyable, perhaps a few more treatments?
Oh, please, man. Look at the good a few measly volts I've done. I bet if you could double the charge, I could pick 10 lates.
Doctor?
Miss Ratchet?
I'd like to withdraw that suggestion as to further shock.
Oh?
Yes, I think it might be appropriate to consider surgical procedure. An operation. Quite simple, really. We've had an excellent record in aggressive cases.
Aggressive? Why, man, I'm friendly as a pup. There's no need to do any cutting.
Randall, there's no cutting involved. We simply...
Besides, I got another pair at home.
One moment, Doctor. I should like to return to the subject.
What subject?
The question of surgical procedure for patient McMurphy.
Not warranted, except in cases of uncontrollable violence.
He has exhibited violence.
Shall we say there was a certain provocation? No, Miss Ratchet. Since you have brought up the matter in group rather than staff, I should state my opinion. I do not approve surgical procedures in the absence of recurrent violence.
And if it should recur?
Then we may reconsider. Mr. McMurphy, I shall bear that in mind.
Behave yourself, bud.
You change your mind about those treatments, man, because I just adore your little battery chargers. What you mean by that? That surgical procedures?
Well, I guess she means lobotomy.
A which?
Well, you might call it kind of castration of the brain.
Okay. What's it do to you?
Well, they say he used to be a real rough character.
Damn them all! Jesus.
Mac, we've been talking it over, the guys and I. We think you got to get out of here as soon as possible.
Get out of here?
Yes, we figured out a way. When it gets dark tonight, I set fire to my mattress. Then we make a holder. When fireman comes in, they're gonna leave the door open, aren't they? Then we rush you out.
Oh boy, it's as good as a TV show, and I thank you guys. But if I went, I'd miss the party.
Party?
Holy cow!
But Mac,
It's alright. Tonight the windows will be open so I can sashay right on out. We'll make it a going away party, right?
Supper time, boys.
Move your feet. Take your vitamins, because that candy girl, morning and night. Got any bread?
How much?
About $50.
50! Oh, what for?
She's bringing liquor, and there's old Turkle to take care of, and why the hell are you looking down your nose like that?
Something Miss Ratchet said.
What'd she say?
About how you were always coming out ahead. Winning things.
Winning? Oh, winning.
Thought you were a snake.
She showed up yet?
She who?
Candy!
I don't know anything about any candy.
Max said he made a deal with you.
I don't have the slightest inkling what you're talking about. Oh,
Hey, don't go away.
I ain't going nowhere. Ain't no.
So?
Ain't nobody change hands neither. find out about this, they're gonna fire my ass.
You know she's bringing liquor, Turkey.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bottle of scotch and one vodka. Which one do you want?
Sort of like a boat.
Hey, what are we supposed to drink?
Now you ain't supposed to drink at all.
Any sign? Nary sign. Oh boy, how are they gonna find out the right window in the dark? Someone, on the lights, will ya?
Hey, now that's dangerous. Miss Ratchet, see the ward lit up?
Come on, she's asleep.
That lady never sleeps. Hey, here's our party.
There.
Oh, boy.
Hey, give me the keys.
So I ain't supposed to let the keys go.
Give me, will ya? Beauty. Harding. Keys. Well, come on, let her in. Let this mad stud at her.
Look, Murphy, wait.
Don't Mama Murphy me, Billy boy. It's too late to back out now. What happened to this one?
That's the red right here.
Wait.
Oh, Lordy, I forgot. Santa is out there.
Sandy, baby. Sandy. Get up, lips. What happened to your husband?
Oh, that creep. She up and left him. Ain't that a hoot? Woo!
Right?
Somebody pinched my ass.
Say, I gotta find some drink first. Chaswick, give me something to mix it in with, alright?
Woo! Like, woo! Woo-wee! Candy girl! Is this for real? I mean, are we really in a asylum? Tell me, are you really, nuts?
No, ma'am. We are psychoceramics, the crackpots of humanity. Would you like me to decipher Rorschach?
Cocktail shakers.
Medication. Artificial coloring. Citric acid. 60% inert materials. Oh, it's only 2% alcohol. 10% codeine. Warning, may be having fun. Nothing like a good bad habit. Nature of Max Monica. Hey, come on, guys. Door's open. Interesting.
Woo! Jeez, what a blast! Is this for real?
No, ma'am. The whole thing's a collaboration between Franz Kafka and Mark Twain. Come on, drink up. There's my house. This job gives one the feeling of no more rabbits. That's right, my friend. You have taught me that mental illness can have the aspect of art. Perhaps the more insane a man is, the more powerful he can become.
Sure, Hitler.
perish until the night shift changes and her rebels end?
I know.
He does.
Very well then. Most merciful God, we ask that you accept these two into your kingdom and leave the door ajar for all the rest of us. For tomorrow we shall be tranquilized. Go, my children, sin while you may. You know.
Okay, but what's the matter with you guys?
Oh, you mean what drove us here in the first place? I don't know a lot of theories, but I do know what drives people like you, strong people, crazy.
Hey, what?
People like us. Oh, that's right, my friend.
Hey, drink up, you pigeon-toed turkeys. This is the Big Mac Standing Bar. And when he pours, let no man.
Yes, no.
Oh, what are you doing?
That's brother side and side.
What's that? Did I see?
I asked her to stay.
Oh God, she went to get help. Mark, she gotta go.
Okay, alright. As soon as I say goodbye to me.
Mark, go and get.
I don't know about him, but I'm gonna drag it.
Sandy, go.
Best damn buddies I've ever had.
Mark.
Okay.
Mark.
Stand still, everyone. Just remain right where you are. Warren, room check. Williams, get this place in order. So, we've had a party. Thrown, no doubt, by Mr. McMurphy. I wonder, was there some sort of profit in it?
Oh, very smart. Very smart. Trying to bug me till I blow? Well, shove it, lady, because I'm hip.
Where were they? Oh, Billy, I'm so ashamed.
I'm not. I don't want to go in.
You be silent. Oh, Billy, a woman like this?
Like what?
A cheap, low-painted...
She is not.
Oh,
And sweet.
Look at her! Billy, have you thought of how your poor mother is going to take this? She's always been so proud of your decency. You know what this is going to do to her. You know, don't you?
No. You don't need.
Don't need to tell her. How could I not?
Please, Miss Ratchet.
Billy, dear, I have to. I have to tell her that you are found on the seclusion room with this prostitute. That you and she...
No, I didn't. I mean, she made me do it.
I can't believe she pulled you in there forcibly.
It was the others. They teased me. They called me names.
Who, Billy?
It was them. They made fun of me.
Who, Billy?
It was Murphy.
Billy.
All right, Billy. No one will hurt you. I want you to go to Dr. Speedy's office and wait for him there. You'll be needing attention.
Miss Ratchet, you're not going to...
It's all right, Billy. It's going to be all right.
No! Murphy! No! Murphy! No!
And you, miss, if you're get out of here within 10 seconds, I will have you jailed as a common prostitute.
You coming back?
Aren't you? There's no reason to stay. You've already plundered these poor, sick people of everything they had. So run, Mr. McMurphy. Save your own skin. There's no more profit to be made out of these helpless, mentally ill.
Miss Redson, oh my God! Miss Redson!
Nobody's blaming you, Mac.
Yeah, Mac, nobody's blaming you.
He cut his throat. He went into the doctor's desk and he found an instrument and cut his throat. That poor boy has killed himself. He's in there now in the doctor's chair with his throat cut. I hope you're satisfied. Playing with a human life, gambling with a human life as though you were God. Are you God, Mr. McMurphy? Somehow, I don't think you are God.
No, Mac, it's what she wants.
Don't you think I know it?
Come on, Mr. McMurphy. Mr. Big, strong, masculine. That's it!
No place to hide.
Hey, come on, suckers. You hear you sit. The game is 21. What do you do, Scanlon?
I wasn't paying any mind.
Well, peace of mind then.
Gosh, if we only knew where they got him, what they're doing to him. Damn, it's been a week now.
You know what a guy down at the dining room told me? He says McMurphy knocked down the 2 A's. He took their keys away and escaped.
That sounds like Mac.
What ward was the informant from?
Disturbed.
You know, someone told me they caught him and sent him back to the work farm.
Who?
Somebody.
And a loony down in occupational therapy told me that McMurphy has sprouted wings and was last seen soaring in circles overhead.
Honest?
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Nurse Ratchet, what we want to know?
Is McMurphy coming back? I think we have a right to know.
I agree, Mr. Harding. He will be back. Don't you believe me?
Lady, you think you're full of bull.
I assure you, McMurphy will be back. Now, isn't it time you were in bed? Bring him in. That's just fine.
What's it say?
Randall Patrick McMurphy. Post-operative prefrontal lobotomy.
So they done it?
That ain't McMurphy.
No.
Some dummy they rigged up.
Think so?
Factory made.
I bet he's right.
They done a pretty fair job though. Look, even the busted nose.
They can do noses.
Look, his eyes open.
All smoked up.
Nobody inside.
How stupid does that old nurse think we are?
I wish McMurphy would come back.
delicate type, post-operative. Happens all the time. If you go, the big nurse, she can ask questions and you will talk.
What should I do?
Wait it, head North Canada.
Out there?
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Come on, Chief.
I'm not big enough.
You're as big as they're gonna get.
McMurphy said. He said.
Chief, what are you doing? Chief. Okay, Chief, go. We're gonna make it out there.
Yeah. I've been away a long time.
Publicity Director, Elaine, take a bow. Oh, put up your hand so the parents can know. So the students worked very hard. And I'd like to thank the crew. Starting with the crew. Naina Ragwani, Tanya, Steven, Akriti, Sonia, Ishita, Mega, Aarti, Antarika, Srishti, Yuli Park, Deborah, Esther, Isnatara, Vanya, Cindy, Astha, Laura, Shelby, Chandni, Nico, Olivia, Siddharth, Theo, Ashish, Jay, Sunaina. Well done. Well, if you noticed, these people were standing right in front. They were pretty stressed out while the play was in progress. And because it was their job to see that everything goes in order. That's organizational skills, which I think they are learning, and they executed those skills very well today. There are many more things besides organization, and well, we thank you all very much for working so hard and putting in your best. And as they read out, I think this team was also, along with their teachers, responsible for getting the sponsors. It was a pleasant surprise to me when I saw the final program this evening that we've got some very good sponsors here. And the vote of thanks to them was expressed. And on behalf of Grade 11s, I would also like to thank all the sponsors for supporting the play. Cable Vision, Dr. Benny, Mitra Harapan Building, Smart Track, SR, and some student sponsors also there, Elaine, Naina, Daya, Calvin, Yuki Shin, Ilyun Drew, Aswin, Joshua, Vijaya. So, sponsorship for what? They had a cause that whatever money they raised from their efforts should be used for some charitable purpose, Job Jakarta, earthquake, and other charitable purposes. So, the spirit of empathy, which is very essential in today's world, is growing very well in GMIS. I'd also like to thank the class teachers who have been a great help. Mr. Sinha, Mr. Chandran, Mr. Ajit, Mr. Janet, Mr. Balaji, Mr. Prasad. And, well, moving on, let's come to the students who performed. My colleague, Mr. Walter, was watching the play. He had to leave due to some urgent work, but he commented before he left. He said, the quality of performance by the students is excellent. I'm very impressed by the acting on the stage, and I totally endorse his views. Let's go over the cast. Ahmed Edris as Beck Murphy. And I think this is the first major role of Ahmed. And you see what qualities have emerged. I wish his family was also here today. But they are abroad, I think, just now. The mommy is there. Okay, very good. I'm glad to see you. Now, Idris has played the pivotal role in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and he acted well. I think he delivered the dialogues very well, spoke in excellent English, Americanized English, and the role, he lived the role. He was a con man who eventually gets, involved. He wants to help, and so excellent. Very good actor. And Nurse Ratchet. I think the was played by Siltina. Siltina, I think you did an excellent job as the nurse. You were firm, you were evil, you were cruel, and as the author has said, Nurse Ratchet, I can even say Nurse Wretched. You were pretty wretched in your role, but your acting was excellent, excellent acting. The entire ward was absolutely terrified of you, except the chief and McMurphy put up resistance. And then we move on. As Cheswick, Yuki, you did a great job. Very impressive. Very impressive. Good acting. It's very difficult to act the role these students were playing as in a psychiatric or a mental ward, an institution which was even like a jail. Great acting. Yuki, well done. Vivek as Harding. Well done, Vivek. I like your acting, Vivek, and I like when you said that, let me see, you said, in the beginning, Vivek said, as President of the Patients' Council, Dear Lord, for the tranquility we are about to receive, we thank Thee. Well, I'm going to amend that. Dear Lord, we thank Thee for the wonderful play that we received from this grade 11. Thank you, Lord. And I think you, well, as President of the Patients' Council, you did a good job. You acted well. That was very nice. And Nehar, as Billy, your acting was excellent. And the nurse really bullied you, using your mama's name all the time. But you did a great job. You acted very well. Well done. Siddharth, as Scanlon, you did a great job. Well done, Siddharth. Excellent acting. Kil Yun as Rakli. He was so fed up with life, he said, damn them all. Yeah, actually, the hospital had been very cruel to him. And Im Seok Kyon as Martini, you were very good. Very good, well done. Any little joy in the hospital brightened up your life. Yes, you could see me there. Yeah. I wanted to actually wave out and prove to them that you were quite right when your visions. Im Seok Won as Martini. That's a great job. Well done. Well done. And Chief Bromden, Wesley. The chief did a great job. And the chief acted well and impressed us with his role. And the ballroom dancer, Ali, your silent movement all around. Well, made the ward a little brighter. Nisa, the nurse who got frightened and bullied by the ward. And you did that role very well. Well done. And Dr. Spivi, Siddhant, your role was also excellent. Well done. I think you were a kind doctor. You had the element of human kindness in you, but the nurse would not let you have your way at all. And Karthikeya as William, excellent Karthikeya. Except that I missed his flask. In the rehearsal, he actually had a whiskey flask, steel flask. I don't know where that went today. Probably lost it somewhere. Anyway, that was very well. Good acting. And then Karthikeya as William. Well done. Well done. And Nami as Candy, you did a great job. You did a great job. Good role, well enacted. And there, Namir Sari as Sandy, you did a great job. You enlivened up the stage. You see the ward was a little too dull, all white. floor white, and everything was white. And at least the colors of the two girls brightened up the proceedings on the stage. You did a great job. Good acting, both girls. Well done. And Arjun as Circle. Arjun did a great job. Well done. There were students who were in charge of the props. Thank you. Stephen, Akriti, Naina and team. Costume in charges, Naina, Akriti, Megha and team. So you see how many things you all are learning. It's amazing. Publicity heads, Sania, Stephen and team. Microphone handling was done very well by Siddhant, Bun, Sehul and Pratyush. Backstage was very well managed by Kevin and his team. And the makeup was done by Tara, Laura and their team. Well done. Now, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, there's a team, the moving spirit behind the whole play. I'd like to call upon them and ask them even to come up on the stage, share the stage with the performers. And of course, the team head is Ms. Jaba. Please come up. As supervisor, he supported the teachers and the students. Class teachers, Mr. Sinha, Mr. Chandran, Mr. Ajit, Mr. Jalal, Mr. Balaji, Mr. Pankaj. These wonderful sets that we see here, they were designed by our art department, and of course the students keep learning along with them. That's Mr. Bargos and the team. Please come up. Please come up. They work very tirelessly and in collaboration with the director. The wonderful music. And the musical score was difficult because this play is a very difficult play. So I'm sure Mr. David must have had many sleepless nights in organizing the musical score. Mr. David, please come up. The sound was very well managed by Ivan. And the team there, well done, well done. Logistics by Mr. Thapa and his team, well done. Now, we come to the assistant directors, Ms. Srilata and Ms. Rajna. Please come on. Oh, they were backstage. Okay. Well done. And the director of the play, Mr. Rajesh. Well done. They've all worked very hard, right from the backstage crew to the director, the actors, the staff, the supervisor, the cameramen there were making the video. It requires, as the saying goes, it requires an entire village to train the child. So in this process, this is an African saying that it required all these people and the parents. I am sure the students must have said, Mom or Dad or Uncle or Aunt or Grandpa, listen to the lines I have to say. Or the stage crew must have said, look Dad, we are trying to raise some money, how about you trying to give us some suggestions? That's the village. You all are involved, it's a family. The quality of the play is very high. And I think this play, had it been staged in New York or London or Japan or India, it would have got rave reviews from the press and from the critics. People who are theatre lovers will definitely give you sharp praises on all of you. You're students, you're only about 16, 17 years old, and to draw out such a lot of talent from you, it was a long play. It took 2 hours, about 2 hours. And you sustained our attention. You involved us with some excellent humor in the play. There was a lot of sadness, pathos, irony of life. You reflected irony of life. And you were very funny at times. You made us sad. You brought emotions. You touched our emotions when you were acting. We understood, yes, the language was Siddiqui Kharas at times. That was a demand of the play. But of course, there was a lot of learning, a lot of medical terms which these students must have learned, like psychopaths and psychosis and therapeutic community, electroshock therapy and geriatrics, catatonics and stuttering, surgical procedures and ward policies and whatnot. So there was a lot of learning, the experience of learning. Even I learned a lot watching you kids act and putting up the show, and so did your parents and so did the audience. My heartiest congratulations to grade 11s and the entire team. And I'd like to close with the line which was mentioned on the play, that how many times do I have to tell you the basket doesn't chase the ball? That was very well said and very well enacted. Well done, grade 11. And it's a very small audience there, so I think you can just come up and congratulate them, have a photograph or two with them. Thank you very much for all.